Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for what has been called by some, not me, I haven't said these words, some people say it though, the best Stormgate tournament, the best RTS tournament to ever grace the esports internet. We are going now into match number 1 in this best of 5 finals of Goblin Cluckfest Tokyo Drift. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Lost Hope, we've seen his run dominate so far. Will it continue? We don't know, but in the top right, I don't know, this was a really long introduction. In the top right corner of Lost Hope, it is the Blue Infernals player, ELAZER.
Longest introduction in the world. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner, directly vertically spawning here. It is a red Vanguard player, PERCIVAL.
Now we've seen ELAZER opt for one base play on this map every time he's played Lost Hope.
That's true.
So we'll have to see if that continues here. The Iron Vault positioning mid-map here as well makes it seem like perhaps that's going to be the way of it. But we'll have to see, though. Now, this was the map that they stayed one base for like 10 minutes and then eventually made one base Spriggans. So
that's true.
Anything can happen.
Hey, a lot of things could happen in this
Anything could occur. PERCIVAL going for some Lancers here. Going to go ahead and clear out this health camp. Just some very basic creeping. Nothing crazy.
Yep, so far just clearing out those health camps. It is, though, as you pointed out, double Iron Vault here for ELAZER.
We do have the meat farm in the center.
Yeah, some potential for pressure. Oh, yeah, the meat farm going to go for those Shadow Demons. I really feel like you're right. Fellhogs might just win this on their own.
They do have 2 Fiends there as well, but yeah, I feel like you could definitely, the last one, I think you could just let the Fellhogs do it. But,
yeah. I mean, it's a little quicker with the Fiends, and the
sure.
dog could always come in and be annoying and steal things, so
yeah.
It might be better to have those Fiends there.
PERCIVAL gonna try and mess with this. Looks like gets it for sure there.
Yeah, he gets it.
ELAZER.
Nicely done.
Kind of banking a bunch of Luminite there for a moment. Got up to almost 700 Luminite there.
Wow.
But yeah, looks like opting to stay once again on that one base play. Here comes that imp. I'm seeing it now. I see it.
Oh my god.
I see it.
There it is.
I see the imp.
Where's
okay.
it going?
So it was going to go, I think, low ground. If there was a natural, there's no natural. Look at this, though. It can just kind of walk in.
It just sneaks in.
It just sneaks in there. The little,
my god,
it's gonna, oh my god.
Oh, dude.
That is
insane.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. There's a fucking Shroud Stone within like a
building in the main
throw. I am
so
shocked. That is insane. So we're going to see... Oh, but no Greater Shrine yet.
I know. I was just going to say he needs to get that, but right now it seems like he's
so fast, though.
On defending PERCIVAL's pressure out across the map.
Yeah, PERCIVAL coming out with some Exos here. Does not have enough Therium quite yet for that tier 2, so I don't know if that was just a bit mistimed or what. Greater Shrine does happen as soon as possible, though. So it got that 100 Ethereum. Boom. Tier 2 now on the way, and it's so fast.
It is super quick.
But if PERCIVAL just looks back to the main,
I mean,
gonna see
Shroud in his
that
base,
that there's Shroud like next to your barracks.
Up on the mini map, he would have noticed by now.
Oh, for sure. All right, tier 2 almost finished. That 30 seconds really showing up here. And there it is. The Super Shroud Stone is down.
He's puts it down immediately. He's going to target down the habitat and just try to be as annoying as possible. And see if he can supply block PERCIVAL. It absolutely does.
A ton of damage.
Look at it against his barracks. That is insane.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And it's going to get the other one.
That's crazy. That is so much damage. PERCIVAL, it looks like he's trying to take down this Iron Vault in the middle of the map instead of worrying about this Shroud Stone.
I will say this. I don't know if the Shroud Stone is in range of the command post.
I don't think it is, right? Because the Shroud is right on the edge.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. So, I
can't
mean,
hit
the
it.
Fiends here, this is such a weird position. There's a Magmadon on the map.
A Magmadon?
There it is.
Jesus.
And Percival needs to go home with these Exos and the Lancers to clean this up here. The Fiends
Yeah,
will
oh my
be
God, they're
able
gonna
to
get the
kill. I
Biokinetic
think they're
Lab?
going to get the... I mean, the Bobs can definitely repair this.
Yeah,
So
like,
I
it looks like
don't
won't
think
be
they
able
should
to.
be able to get this. But now you just have this Shroud Stone. It's just... It's just here.
It's
and-
just here.
I mean, keep in mind, this is not insignificant. That once that comes off cooldown, they can just drop another Shroud Stone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
And
so there's
that's a
going
clock
to
on
be another
Percival. He
tower
needs
very
to
soon.
do- He needs to do something about it. Oh, that Magmadon's just stomping.
Yeah, stomping away, trying to get some damage in there before the Exos kill it. Exos still deal a ton of damage to Mags.
Did Percival snipe that flower? The Magmadon went for it, but I don't think he got it.
Possibly.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And the Magmadon will go down there.
Magmadon does die
I mean,
there.
Laser's on one base, so...
But
we got
so is
double
Percival.
conclave.
There it is. The second tower is here.
Oh my God. It's just right in... Actually, okay, it is covered slightly by the first Shroud Stone. but
Slightly.
The stone's going to get surrounded. It
Oh
doesn't
my
matter, though.
God.
Percival taps out. Even though he's doing okay in the fight in the middle of the map, he sees a Hellborn.
I
and he's
mean,
just,
it's just...
I mean...
Just at some point,
GG.
for your own sanity, you just
What?
gotta go. You know what?
What a strategy, man.
Let's just
a Laser
go
coming
to
in
game
here with the
number 2.
big brain strats.
That was, and we've seen him do that a couple of times now.
Yeah, yeah.
God, that's
GG.
wild. That is such a crazy strat, guys. Get on the ladder and start doing that before people realize. The thing that makes
No.
it so cheeky. No, do it. Do it for sure. The thing that makes it so cheeky is that the imp can sneak in. There's actually like a shadowy spot.
Yeah, there's just a one spot
There's
on
just
the ramp.
one little spot there where the imp just can totally sneak in easily. And won't get detected, and you just put it slightly out of range because your whole goal is not for the Shroud Stone to that one to hit it, but so that you can just spawn the other one in next to it. That's so amazing. Go ahead and introduce
You
our
are
players
professional.
a little bit faster this time. In the bottom left-hand corner of Titan's Causeway, he's up a game and looking to further that lead. It's the Red Infernal player, ELAZER.
And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner, the blue Vanguard player trying to get himself on the board here. It is Percival.
Yeah.
And my prediction was already wrong. We saw 0 Spriggans.
Zero
and a laser
Spriggans.
W. Didn't even need him.
Yeah. Okay, doing the same thing. Very fast expand out of Vanguard here.
Well, yeah. Just going straight for it.
Now, this is already different. ELAZER, I didn't even notice, actually opening up Conclave.
Oh, straight to the Conclave.
Instead
okay, got a
of
couple
Vault.
gaunts out.
Yeah, gonna get a couple of gaunts here. And we've seen that actually, I think, gaunts a little bit better at creeping than the brutes are. Just because of the way the light change interacts and the damage buffs from the previous patches here. It also, as you can see, does way better against the dog. Like, the dog just has, like, no
the
play
dog can't
versus
stick
the
around
gun.
very
No,
long.
not even close.
Oh, it did get healed up, though. It's going to come back in. It's just
Yeah.
trying to be annoying.
Trying to get
Percival's
these
making the
last hits.
creeping
Yeah.
as annoying as possible.
Ooh,
going
it might
for a
actually
gaunt.
get that gaunt there.
I think it's going to get that
Oh,
going.
it is indeed. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
a nice,
if that
nice
scout
little
took,
victory. Wow.
Yeah, very close to dead on that
So
scout. though.
close.
It is so close. Gonna live though.
Yep. Stays alive, 5 hit points. The camp will get cleared, but killing a gaunt that's a victory.
No, it is for sure. For nothing. It's free. You know.
it's money for nothing. And your gaunts for free.
Gaunts for free.
Yeah. Now we see that ELAZER in a bit of a dire straits here. Heading into the mid game. A little bit later on the expansion and down the gaunt.
Oh God! Please. Okay. All 5 of those guys were hitting the hex, and
I know.
I was like, it's dead for sure. It's almost gonna die. Oh God. Whew. That's crazy. Okay. Very nice wall off happening on Percival's side of the map here.
Mm-hmm. Somebody in chat was just asking why players don't wall off, but we do see on some of these maps
They do
some wall offs. In this map in particular, we've seen some wall offs from the Vanguard players.
Yep. Yep, we have indeed. Looks like ELAZER going to start to cut out the center.
Ooh.
Start getting these.
Well, we have seen him do this every time we've seen ELAZER on this map today. Oh no, it's not this map. Sorry.
No. No, yeah, that's
taking middle base. That's yeah.
Nope, this is just Illuminate camp.
For it again, bud.
Yeah, I think there's just a spot where you might be able to hold position your gaunts. Oh, but at the same time here, Percival actually also starting to move into the center. Was going to try to cut through. I don't know what the Bob was trying to do here.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have any friends nearby, but it's going to at least see that this camp is being taken.
How are these gaunts not cleaving onto that other unit? That was weird.
I don't know what was happening there.
That was strange. Bizarre interaction.
Indeed.
But a huge number of gaunts here. Huge.
Yeah. A huge. And
Huge.
Plague Axe is about a third of the way done here, so something for those gaunts to keep in mind. Of course, the
Bob is going to back
be on
cap
Shroud.
the Illuminati camp.
Oh, look at it go, dude.
It's like, here I am. That's what
I'm here.
That was the plan the
hiding.
whole time. Is to have that Bob there to back cap it.
Yeah, totally.
That's crazy.
I mean, it worked, right? If it works.
Did. If it works,
If it works, it must be good.
Ooh, ELAZER here
That's
playing a
what
bit
Toast told me.
dangerously. Plague Axe is not done yet. I think this was a bit of a mistake here. These Lancers absolutely shredding these gaunts. I mean, just completely destroying them.
Trapped. And not only that, those creeps actually helping Percival out there. They kept fighting ELAZER.
Oh my gosh.
And suddenly the turntables and ELAZER just doesn't really have anything.
Yeah, ELAZER is just down to nothing now. I mean, only 4 gaunts here. I would say they got, they didn't really get cornered. ELAZER kind of just ran them up the ramp there. I don't really know what the thinking was behind that. Maybe that Plague Axes was going to be done faster than he anticipated. We saw him drop the effigy, but Plague Axes wasn't finished yet.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for ELAZER. Now his third base is under assault, and I don't think he has enough to go deal with that.
No, I don't think he does. I think he's going to have to eventually cancel that. Obviously, going to let that go for as long as possible, just to buy as much time as he can. I mean, he's banking a good bit of money here. There's also some Lancers now in the natural.
Oh my god, these Lancers just getting in there.
Yeah, there's a Shroud Stone that's
like
almost
said,
finished up.
They just don't have any hit points against these Lancers.
No.
They cannot stay straight up fighting against this.
Yeah.
And ELAZER's going to be forced to tap out.
Yeah, really.
Corner and
that's that.
Percival just closing it out. That's that.
Bit of a big mistake there, losing all those gaunts just for nothing. I mean, he could have just backed out there. Maybe he thought again. The only assumption for me is that he thought that Plague Axes was going to be finished by the time that fight happened, and obviously it wasn't.
It was not.
It was not. Yeah. But spawning in the upper right-hand corner of the map with an even score, it is the Red Infernal player ELAZER.
And the names have stopped being on the right side, unfortunately, for us. We got lucky for a little bit there.
We did.
But of course, in the lower right-hand corner, the blue Vanguard, it is Percival.
First tournament, Snockstar cleaned house. Second, B beat Percival 3-1. Ah, okay. Yeah, Percival really a fan of this Very fast expansion pattern versus Infernal.
Yeah, which is funny because now that I'm thinking about it, Percival one based, like being almost every single game, maybe in the finals of the last one. I
Yeah.
feel like he one based very, very much so in the previous tournament. So it's interesting seeing him change it up here and want to go for the quicker expansions. Obviously, some patches having something to do with that.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Meat Farm is down near the Luminite Tower here, the Luminite camp. The dog actually did attack that camp and got a Fellhog to aggro. Yeah, doing it again, actually, here.
Yeah.
So just killing those Fellhogs early means that there won't be as many spawn to help ELAZER take the camp later on. So we also see going into Brutes here, so an Iron Vault play instead of that Conclave that we saw in the previous game. Gonna have to split that Brute, does so it gets the full white HP. And, you know, again, the Shadow Demon does not deal all that much damage at all, so nothing to be concerned with there. Lancer is out now, gonna try to steal that speed camp there.
I mean, I guess if the demon is made out of shadow, I wouldn't expect it to do much damage. Like, I don't know about you, shadows don't really hurt me though. Oh, that Lancer gets
Typically
caught.
not. That Lancer is very dead though. Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm gonna split for it.
Okay.
Definitely worth it to kill a Lancer there, I feel.
Absolutely.
Split in the Brute, no problem.
And
Dog.
yeah, Percival trying to sneak in and get these the speed camp here, but no luck. He's bringing another Lancer over. I don't know about
Yeah,
this.
actually, bringing a Lancer here. I mean, the Fiends do have to be careful versus the Shadow Mastiffs here. They do.
Oh, he's just diving for the Hexen. He wants it.
Yeah, he's gonna get it, I think. Oh, is he? Actually
Maybe not.
loses the
went
dog.
down.
Look at
Good
this
micro here.
micro. The Hexen.
Micro.
Oh, he's so he's so close. Get out of there. No. He does get it.
Gets
Okay.
dude. What a
Unfortunate
play.
to lose
It
the
was so
Hexen.
close.
Loses the Hexen so early on. Only has one Brute remaining to show for it here. I mean, maybe this Lancer goes down, maybe not.
I think the
who
Lancer
knows?
stays up. He's got the veterancy now.
We'll
Fiends
see
might be able to
about
sneak
Fiends.
it, actually.
Yeah,
Fiends
no.
are pretty good.
They did get it,
Oh.
but loses one
Turns out.
Fiend. A lot of, like, people, we're basically just trading units at this point. Like, okay.
Yeah, it looked like the first Lancer went down, and I was like, oh, that's not good for Percival, but I don't know, losing the Hexen super
Losing
painful.
the
And
Hexen's super painful.
now we're just battling here. We're
Yep.
This is what the creep camps are meant to be for.
They are.
You know,
like, go ahead and
forcing
fight over it.
everybody out on the map. We're fighting for it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the speed boost. This is all just about
No.
holding positions, and
This is about family.
it's about family. That's
It's
right.
about family.
That's right, Mr. Toretto.
Yeah. Kinetic redirection almost finished up here, though, for Percival. So going to make those Lancers a bit trickier to deal with. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map here, oh, a favorite play here of ELAZER is returning, but is Percival onto it here? The Lancers are just sprinting in.
Oh, they're just going in.
They're just going in, dude. But look at that, a
They're going in.
Magmadon. There's a Magmadon there. What are you doing? The Imps. I thought they were going to go for a
they're-
surround, but actually, no. They're just doing some
It
sick...
looked like they were.
Yeah, it's harder to actually surround with the Imps, though. What is the...
That Magmadon is
Just
is
kind of
chilling.
confused. We'll
He's
see the
just
Twilight
stomping
Spires.
around.
All right, this is like
Yeah,
as
this
good
is
as it
big.
gets. This is big.
This is really, really big. 'cause
Where's
they're
the
done.
Hangar Bay? The Hangar Bay's done. It's already finished, and Hornets are on
Oh
the
my
way.
God.
All right, so
Where is the Hangar Bay? What?
It is done. It's at the Natural.
Oh, there it is. I
Boom.
just didn't scroll up far enough. All right.
Yeah. All right,
Hornets
so
on the way.
there's the Shadow Cleft. Percival knows 100% what this is going to be. This is as good as it gets for scouting. I mean, you really can't
Yeah.
ask for more. Gonna try to
So
take
far,
these
the
Lancers
Spriggans have done
down.
fantastically today, and this is going to be the best chance to see a Vanguard player actually deal with them.
I would say they've largely been unscouted and seem to have been a surprise to all of the opponents of ELAZER. This time, though, Percival is going to have a few Hornets out already. I mean, this is a massive difference. This is, again, the difference between scouting and StarCraft 2, that 2-base Muta, like going unscouted versus scouted. So now Percival will have time to prepare. They're going to have these Hornets out. These Hornets could even start harassing the ground.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Spriggans.
He's going for it. We're going to have our first engagement here.
Yeah, Hornets are out.
To one of those Hornets just to try to add a little extra DPS. There's no gaunts or anything on the ground.
No.
To help them out. So the Spriggans are just going to have to run away and pull the Hornets back by threatening the harassment.
Yeah, I do think there's still obviously some play that can be done with these Spriggans, but I don't think they're going to be as dominating as we've seen in the other games. That's my guess. I mean, who knows at this point? Like, I don't know, maybe they're still just completely overtuned and incredible. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. You're absolutely right that Percival has a very good chance to deal with these. And, oh, he's going to find the 4 Spriggans here trying to get this camp.
Oh, look how much damage!
He's just going to grab one real quick.
Yeah.
And he's going to finish off this camp. Say, hey, thanks for starting it off for me.
He's lagging.
I'll take it now.
He's lagging.
Who's lagging?
ELAZER said he was lagging.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. I mean, there's no pause function, unfortunately, in Stormgate, so...
There is, unfortunately, no pause function.
It is what it is. Yeah, losing that Spriggan there, obviously very painful. Still a large number of Spriggans out on the map here. It looks like ELAZER undeterred, even from these Hornets here. There's now a lot of Spriggans. These Hornets, though, really do deal so much damage versus these things, man.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. And the ground unit's cleaning up over here, but ELAZER's going to dive back in.
Oh, there's the Shadow Flyers.
He's trying to dive bomb him.
He is going to do so.
Couple of them. Can he get this high veterancy one? He does get it.
Does
a
manage
lot of
to
the
get it.
Spriggans going down, though.
Yeah, I don't actually know if that was quite worth it there. Those Spriggans really getting eaten up by those Hornet DPS.
Yeah, these Hornets still sharking around.
Yeah, I think really what you're looking for at this point is probably the Shadow Flyers to deal with the Hornets in the air. If you can clear those guys out, because they really just deal so much damage to these units.
Yeah, they're doing so great against this. Really nice micro from Percival as well.
Two more Spriggans gonna go down there.
Doesn't even feel like he needs any more.
Really doesn't. I mean, these guys are actually just cleaning the airfields. Another Hornet gonna come out here,
clearing it out. The ground army's doing okay for ELAZER, but here's the problem. Once he loses the air fight, he just has to run away. He can't stick around.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he is now starting to make some Gaunts are starting to join the mix.
Yeah.
Gaunt's quite a bit better at fighting the Hornets than the Spriggans are.
And that's what's really necessary. It's a hard switch to make because you've committed so much to this tech, the double Twilight Spire, the Shadow Cleft. You've got to make those Spriggans worth it, and I don't think they really have been so far for ELAZER.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It definitely has not gotten the damage out of this that they would have wanted. But I do think if you can kind of just hold this position, if you can expand, I mean, we do have Percival's up a full base and has a completely saturated Luminite mine, has been mining Therium in the middle of the triangle bases for them for quite a while now. ELAZER just now recently putting down the shrine at the third, again going for that top third, which is a bit interesting. I guess maybe favoring that.
It's further away, right? It's
further away
from
the Hornets.
Harder for Percival to get to.
Yep. I think you're exactly right on that. But I don't think ELAZER's necessarily out of this. The supplies are relatively even. And the army on the ground is not looking too shabby at this point. I mean, the Hornets can't just run in here and start killing everything. There's only Lancers and Medtech so far, so, I mean, Spriggans deal a ton of damage to that army. He just has to really worry about the Hornets, I would say. Drops the Shroud Stone down here. If you're going to fight me, you're going to fight me on Shroud. Well. Yep.
He does not have Plague Axes, though, so the
no
Shroud
Plague
is not
Axes.
as powerful with these Gaunts as it could be.
Holes in those Medtechs, though.
Yeah, I like that choice a lot.
Well, if you auto-cast,
actually, going pretty well for ELAZER.
Yeah, absolutely. Auto-casting on Weavers. I don't know if that's what he's doing or not, of course, but it does. I think you have to be. Somebody said it was 4 supply or higher, and I believe Medtechs do hit that requirement, so they will auto-pull in Medtechs.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
And it looks like Percival's going to push ELAZER back for now, but I don't know if he can keep pushing in here. He does have a Vulcan with this, but a couple Magmadons going for the Stompy Stomp.
Oh my gosh, actually 2 more hangers going down, and ELAZER does scout that, so very, very heavily going to be going into Hornet play here.
That's really interesting.
I don't even know if I really like that. To be honest, we can now see ELAZER very much so committed to Gaunts at this point.
Yeah, he's got a couple more Spriggans coming out as well. Oh my god. He just flew into a ton of mines?
He did.
He sure did. Okay.
There you go.
That's not ideal, I think.
Now, I want to say I like the Vulcan here, but I'll be honest with you, I don't.
No?
No. Because here's what's going to happen. The fight's going to start, the Weaver's going to pull in those 2 Vulcans, and they're going to immediately die.
I mean, you're not wrong. That is pretty much exactly what's going to happen.
that
I like
is...
the Hornets trying to pull these units into the mines.
Sure.
It's not quite working this time, though.
Yeah. No. ELAZER now expanding to a 4th base, and does have a Fiend at what would be Percival's 4th base as well. So we'll be able to see these Bobs coming over and gonna start to know the relative economy. Always nice to know when your opponent is going for an expansion. These mines in the air are doing
they are
wonderful.
Getting huge damage right now.
Yeah.
ELAZER's getting Widowmine flashbacks from this.
I've got to say, I love this interaction, this counterplay between the Spriggans and the Hornets here. This is super cool. A Helicarrier joining the mix. Now, one thing the Spriggans do well against is Helicarriers. They actually do very well versus them. So,
well, that's going to be an interesting balance then with the Hornets here.
Yeah.
Not a ton of Hornets in the sky, and we did see some more Spriggans getting added in, so they've been pretty consistently being built here for ELAZER.
Yeah.
More he must
Weavers.
have guessed that those were coming and is trying to counter that already.
I think you're right. Fiends over on the bottom left-hand corner here, trying to find some damage. Maybe delay that base a little bit if possible.
I mean, he's drawn a lot of units over here.
Yeah, there's only 4 Hornets here. Nice micro, not getting hit by the hanger run, or the bombing run, rather.
Yeah, nice pullback there. Kills one of those as well, and he's going to dive in on top of this and try to take this fight. I don't know if Percival has enough here.
I don't know if he does either. We're going to have to wait and see, though. No Shroud Stones going down is important to note, so no Infest happening in this fight currently. The Spriggans now trying to jump on top of those Helicarriers, but there's not a ton of Spriggans left in this fight. A couple of the Hornets do go down. There's a bombing run going down on top of those Weavers, but the Weavers kind of shrugged that damage off. Such high HP. Now, more Spriggans joining in to try to get these Helicarriers killed. So much healing done on them as well, but the Hornet mines are actually starting to clean this up. It's becoming a problem.
Yeah, and it looks like the air army here for ELAZER is gone. These Weavers are going to be way too slow to get home. He's going to...
Oh, teleports him out.
Oh, try to get them out. A few of them do die, and the Helicarriers stay alive. Those Helicarriers, man, they are tanky. We got more Spriggans coming out to try to deal with them. I do believe the Hornets all died. Oh, no, there's still a few left.
There's still a few of them left here, and they're definitely...
pretty good.
Percival is absolutely going to need to bring more Hornets to this fight.
That bombing
bombing run. Yeah.
Killed a bunch of imps and a few gaunts as well, I think. Really, really nice. Percival up a solid 60 supply right now, and ELAZER is very much on the back foot. He is maybe going to get a Hornet. I don't know. We got more bombing runs coming out here.
More bombing runs, but very
Just
well dodged.
ELAZER back.
The Spriggans once again trying to go in here. Looking for the damage. Gonna get hit by a couple of those mines in the air. Another bombing run goes down. Trying to micro back those Weavers, and all of those Spriggans do go down in the air. He's having such a hard time keeping those Spriggans alive, and really, that's what you're looking to do against this army. The Weavers are dead. The Spriggans are dead, and it looks like there's nothing left for ELAZER here. I don't know how he's going to be able to continue fighting into this position. Oh my god. Yeah. Bombing run. Gonna force the GG out there at the end, and well played to Percival. Taking that game, we've seen Spriggans be a dominating force so far. But Percival's showing, hey, all you gotta do, scout it. If you scout it and you see that it's happening, just make Hornets. Not
All
that
you
big
have
of a
to
deal,
do
guys.
is already have your hanger. Start making those hornets before
It's
any
not that
spriggans
hard,
come out.
guys. It's not that hard, guys. Come on.
Just scout and be prepared.
Just scout and be prepared. Just be an
There you go.
RTS gamer. It's not that hard.
But yeah, really nice gameplay from Percival. Obviously had a great response to that.
Yeah.
And handled it really well. Didn't let those spriggans get any extra damage.
Hornets are the way versus Spriggans, it seems. Like, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I think Hornets are absolutely the right call there. And I don't know if we'll see any more Spriggans in this match.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see a Sprig or two. I'm sure we'll see some more. But let's go ahead and introduce our players here. He lost that last match, but is looking to take this one in the top right corner of Broken Crown. It is the Red Infernal player, ELAZER.
He was looking very good all day, but stopped in his tracks there in the last game. And now on match point, his opponent in the lower left-hand corner is PERCIVAL.
I guess this is match point. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
For some reason, I always feel like... Yeah, and that's all the bacon. All right, gonna go for a quick double barracks play. Yeah, has a couple of, up a game so you can kind of do some risky stuff.
This looked exactly like he was just going to fast expand.
Yeah,
like the previous game.
You're absolutely right.
Saw 4 bobs go down there. Overcharge. It's the same exact thing. Nope. 2 barracks. This is really nice. I think ELAZER is going to be completely caught off guard by this.
I think you're absolutely right, chicken.
Now, granted, he's opening double Iron Vault.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So it's not like ELAZER is fast expanding against this. It's still going to be a bit of a surprise, I think. But what are these bobs doing out here?
I think they are gonna be heading in and trying to build some bunkers.
Some cheeky bunkers.
And
I heard the bunker build time went down a little bit.
It did go down, believe it or not. Yeah, look at this. Okay, doesn't see an expansion here. ELAZER gonna see a... Yeah, there it is. There's the sentry post.
Sentry post. The Lancer is running in. Fiends, Brutes, and this Hexen desperately chasing it as he has realized what's happening. He's going to drop an effigy here to try to help out.
Okay, Shroud Stone going to go down as well here. All the Brutes have returned. They're going to try and... If they can get this Lancer, actually, the Lancer's stuck between all these Brutes. So that's one Lancer down there already.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Buzzsaw is going.
Yeah, the Buzzsaw's buzzing.
The bobs have gone down. So not a ton of healing here.
Oh, I don't like this.
Buzzsaw cannon. Yeah, this is not working out too well for PERCIVAL right now.
No, it is not. It looks like ELAZER has cleanly defended this sentry post rush from PERCIVAL. I loved it. It was a little bit of a cheeky play, and I think you're right. I don't think they were expecting to see these units on the side of the map so early. But that double vault opener really kind of saving them there, I think.
Yeah, a nice safe opener. And now PERCIVAL is going to go ahead and salvage one of the barracks and go for an expansion. But he lost 2 or 3 bobs during this.
Yeah.
And I think just 1 Lancer so far as he's healed up the other ones. But now ELAZER's like, well, I got double Iron Vault. I'm just going to go for the counterattack.
I guess I'll just fight. Yeah.
No sentry post here.
Bob does die to the infest there. Gonna go ahead and drop an effigy to just try to get some white health left on these Brutes. And now suddenly the turntables have turned. The Brutes are gonna try to put...
Go up defensively. They want to try to take it down, and
they will manage to do it.
And with only 1 barracks left here, PERCIVAL, he salvaged the other one. I don't know if he's got the production to keep this up.
Yeah.
One of these Lancers is super low, and his command post is taking a lot of damage. It's looking like ELAZER might be able to tie this up. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see here.
Back at home, the bobs are coming down. Looks like they've been overcharged. They have that blue surrounding them, but a Lancer falls. And this is feeling very painful right now.
This is looking painful for Percival indeed. I don't think this command post is much longer for this world. GG does get called as ELAZER defends that early game rush with double vaults. And goes for the kill shot. Wonderful, wonderful stuff there. I love that cheeky play, though.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Nina for raiding on in here right at the very end of that game. And we are in an exciting spot here. This is the final game of our Goblin Cluckfest Tokyo Drift finals. I really kind of held that pause for really dramatic emphasis there, and I hope that came through well. Yeah.
It did. It did. I thought it
did.
Good.
Okay.
Really, it was extremely dramatic.
Alrighty, everybody, and we are in match point. We have the scores tied up 2-2 as we go into the final map of the Goblin Cluckfest Tokyo Drift. It's been a wonderful tournament so far. Big thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching and supporting and enjoying Stormgate. I hope you guys have had as much fun as not only me, but Chicken Man as well. Chicken Man, as always, it's been wonderful casting alongside you, sir.
It has been a lovely time. I've really enjoyed this tournament. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you again to everybody who put in to the Matcherino as well. I think we have a few codes left, but we way surpassed our goals for the prize pool for this one. So big ups to everybody who put in for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and introduce our players here. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Secluded Grove, it is the Blue Infernal player looking to take that map and win the whole thing. It is ELAZER.
And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner in the red this game, playing Vanguard Paces, it is PERCIVAL. And this is it. This is fully match point. The ace match, the rubber match.
The rubber match?
The rubber match.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a thing. I've heard that said.
Is it really? That's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong.
But we hit the wrong Shadow Demon there.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah, he infested the. Well, now the other one's gonna run out though.
It's true.
Yeah.
Damn.
-1 fiend. GG.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, so PERCIVAL's got this game in the bag now.
It's over now, guys.
Yeah.
When ELAZER loses this, we're going to go back to that moment.
It's going to be the moment right there.
Yeah. All right, Shrine going down here for ELAZER, so not staying on that one base play like we've seen him do on so many of the maps, but going for that double Iron Vault opener. So very aggressive, has a lot of pressure built into it. You can go for some aggressive plays, but I think as well it's just a comfortable opener because you also get to defend some early game cheeses as well, as we saw in that last game. Did very well against that cheeky double barracks play that we saw PERCIVAL go for. Going to split those two brutes there at the very end. Couple of fiends in the main, just going to try to be annoying. PERCIVAL low, right on top of it.
Things.
Yep.
But this is definitely a good opening, I think, for ELAZER in terms of getting the map control here, getting some tempo advantage. But of course, PERCIVAL has that earlier expansion. He's got this wall going up here.
Yeah, and ELAZER's not committed here, right? He's got a shrine back at home. Maybe he's just going to try and get whatever damage done that he can. If he can't,
Overcharge was actually already used a minute ago. So these mobs are a little bit vulnerable right now, but the sentry post is up. There's a couple of Lancers out. I don't think ELAZER is going to stick around. It's not really worth losing anything here.
No.
He's caused some lost mining time already.
I think he's going to try and go for it. He does manage to get the dog there, so that's kind of nice. That was a very, very big unit for PERCIVAL in the last round.
Ooh, he's going to try to get the surround. He gets the surround on the...
Gets the Lancer. Gets another one!
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Okay, suddenly it's not so obvious.
This is
Oh
not
my
good for
goodness!
Percival.
There's another surround on the Lancer.
Yeah, he's just gonna get them all
He just gets them all.
with all of those fiends.
It's
And
criminal.
Percival overextended a little bit trying to push this back.
He can't keep getting away with this, but he does.
Too good.
Yep,
Honestly,
too
the fiend gameplay from ELAZER has been fantastic.
It's been beautiful.
You really see that he's spent years playing with Zerglings.
Fuck
Like,
yeah, for sure.
You really see it.
Percival not out of the game, of course. I mean, you know, definitely losing those Lancers is quite painful, though. I mean, that was a lot of map pressure. That was your ability to creep those early game camps there. Gonna have to rebuild that back up. Wants to go into Exos. Look at this, forced to remake the dog. So really wants to make sure they can go around, they can scout. Are they gonna go for Spriggans? Because we saw if you're not ready for the Spriggans, it's just game over.
Yep, and the answer to that question is yes. ELAZER is going to go for Spriggan.
Yes.
He puts down the Twilight Spire. He's going to get a second one here shortly.
Yeah,
but remaking that dog, Percival's
oh,
going to be able to come in and
might
scout
be able to
this,
get
and
us
that's
around.
huge.
Does not. It does get a scout.
No.
Sees it. Look at this. Just perfect. Percival doing a wonderful job getting the scout. I would almost love it. Nah, he wouldn't. I was going to say I'd almost love it.
I think you're right. He puts down a
Does he
Hell
get the
Forge. I
cancel?
feel like you cancel.
You just cancel one of them, maybe? No.
I think you just cancel them both. I don't know.
Really?
Man.
That's
maybe
crazy.
I'm wrong.
No, I don't think so.
Only because last game they got scouted and it really didn't go well for them. So it's
Yeah,
like,
but there's no hangers even going down.
That's true.
I mean,
There's no hanger here.
now,
There's
of course,
just a third base.
yeah, ELAZER doesn't know that. But
Oh my god, that's
wow,
so many fiends. What the
that's
hell?
so many fiends. Where did those
we
all
might not
come
even
from?
see it springing. I have no idea.
Think that this completely caught Percival as off guard as it caught us here. There goes the effigy going down there just to try to get some more white HP.
Oh my god.
The Lancers do get surrounded by these fiends here.
Yeah,
They're
the
just
Bob
trying to get some
overcharge though,
damage.
he gave veterancy to a couple of those Lancers. I think that's going to be enough to hold on. That's wild, but it turns out fiends are not maybe the best.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's still really nice. Though.
I gotta say, I
ELAZER.
feel immense concern that the hanger is just going down now.
Yeah, yep. Those Twilight Spires are up. The Shadow Cleft is about halfway
done. Yeah, I feel like what really got Percival into a good position in that last game was being able to have like 3 Hornets ready. Because keep in mind, once ELAZER has the Shadow Cleft, that's like 8 or 9 Spriggans. He could go all the way up to like 12 if he slams down both Hellspawn Resurgences here.
Yeah. We'll see if he commits to that. Last game he did just go for 4.
Yeah,
but I do feel like with a less Hornet presence here for Percival, if he does just go for 8, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
If he does just try to squeeze out 8 really quickly, that could be really powerful. But
yeah, look
gonna
at
get
this.
these Lancers in the middle right now.
Now Spriggans do quite a lot of damage to Lancers, being that they are heavy. But might buy enough time to get a few of these Hornets out. Again, we find that to be so important. But the army on the ground here for ELAZER is looking quite a bit better than it was in the previous game.
He's up about 40
He's
supply
up quite
right
a lot of
now,
supply
and
here.
There's
and he
just
knows
almost nothing on the ground right now for Percival. This is a real problem. He's got a couple of Lancers popping out.
There are the Hornets here.
There's a lot of Fiends and Brutes here.
Might be able to just catch this one here. Again, that slow debuff. He's trying to heal it as much as possible here.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
He's got the healing tower, and that is going to hold against Infinity Spriggans, it seems.
Yeah, but look at this entry post.
They're going to dive for the other one. They're going to take that down super fast. They're so good against buildings.
Yeah.
And the Hornets can chip away at this, but the ground army for ELAZER is going to do so much. The Spriggans are just here for support, and it feels like Percival is going to be losing a lot.
I think that Percival might be losing everything. I don't want to call it too early here, but the ground army is just looking so scary. The Spriggans could just basically go home at this point or run circles around these Hornets here. Yeah, and the main
ravaged now. Yeah, the Spriggans are just being annoying. The Hornets trying to clean up some units, but look at how slow they kill one brute. There's just, I just don't think there's enough for Percival. He's fighting it out as best he can. The Bob turning around and fighting, but they're all just gonna die in the main base. And ELAZER back at home, he's on 3 bases. He is like fully saturated. He is chilling.
Yeah, more Fiends now coming to join the mix as well. These Spriggans are starting to lose momentum. I mean, less and less are able to stay in this fight as more Hornets do develop. Percival might be able to hold on here for a bit longer, but I mean, again, there's just so many Bobs have gone down. He's completely cleaned out the mineral, the Luminite mine in the main.
Really nice positioning here for Percival, keeping a lot of those Bobs alive. Fiends going back into the main base, but this is an upgrade.
A lot of Shadow Flyers, though. Ah, the Shadow Flyers go in and kill all of the Hornets there. Yeah, that is gonna be it.
For Percival was to not lose all of those Hornets to the Shadow Flyers.
No Shadow Flyers.
That's it. GG.
Absolutely wonderful play there from ELAZER, taking the series 3-2. Percival fighting it out until the end, but there's surprise Shadow Flyers slamming into those poor 4 Hornets there. Beautiful timing, beautiful plays. ELAZER showing just the true strength of the Infernal here, and it seems like the Spriggan is strong, very, very strong versus Vanguard. It looks like the Hornet, again, if you've got the hanger already down, I don't know if Vanguard macro is now just going to include hangers against... I feel like it has to, right? Like, what are you even going to be able to do?
You have to have... Honestly, like, it might be worth just building, like, 3 Hornets.
Yeah.
Building that into your build. Because the 3 Hornets was enough against a lot of Spriggans in that game 4. And I feel like you can make things happen with 3 Hornets if it's not Spriggans. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
That's definitely something to look into.
It might have to be. I'm sure someone's going to figure this out for sure, but we want to say huge congratulations to ELAZER. He is our newest Mother Clucker. Finally, he's taken the Goblin Cluckfest Tokyo Drift in very, very nice fashion. I mean, he did a wonderful job in all the games. Like, let's be honest. His target firing, his micro with the Fiends, like, so much more went into that game than just, like, the Spriggans popped out and, suddenly the game was over.
Oh, yeah,
no,
absolutely.
In the early game, pressuring the natural base there, it surrounds on all 3 of those Lancers early on. That forced Percival to stay back, not be able to have as much scouting, delayed the dog scout, had to remake the dog, did still get a very good scout, but then, I mean, the decision-making from Percival there was to actually just go for a 3rd immediately, as opposed to starting a hanger. They could have just started a hanger at that point, I think. Or maybe they didn't have the Therium. I'm not quite sure exactly what into that decision-making, but it seemed like, went for a more economic-focused play.
Yeah.
And maybe just felt like they could deal with the Spriggans again with just a few Hornets, but not going to be enough. That ground army there in that final game was so dominating. The Spriggans really just kind of killed like a sentry post, and they certainly did quite a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but truly the Brutes and the Fiends from the early game, it just seemed like there were like at one point 30 Fiends just popped out of nowhere.
There were so many.
There were so many.
So many Fiends.
Crazy. Yeah. But absolutely well played. ELAZER doing a wonderful job taking that series. But really, like, going 3-2, like getting to see every map. How awesome
that was really
that?
nice.
That was
for
so
sure
sick.
the best finals we've had so far.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, really, really great finals between those guys, and well-deserved win for ELAZER. He looked so good in all of his matches today.
Yeah, he really, really did. I mean, we got to follow him from the beginning all the way to the end. And yeah, just extremely solid, very, very great understanding of the patch already. And I will say Infernal versus Infernal looks fucking weird. Like that's one of my takeaways.
Sure is.
Infernal versus Vanguard looks very interesting. It seems like there is quite a lot of counterplay, but Vanguard currently a bit on the back foot, needing to come up with some solutions. Definitely they're there. Percival on Furious Resolve really made that game look not hard for Vanguard. I mean, it looked like he was running circles around ELAZER in that game, just had everything he needed. dropping sky mines everywhere, going into helicarriers, and the game just ended. It looked like ELAZER just got ran over.
It was nice to see that like it did not feel one-sided at all.
No.
It wasn't like, oh, somebody got away with the cheese. No, it was.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean,
bit of the game.
Well,
it wasn't just cheese, I guess I should say.
Yeah, ELAZER definitely playing cheeky on Lost Hope, sneaking that imp in, making a Shroud Stone, and then creeping further Shroud Stones forward. That might be my new favorite strategy. That was hilarious. That was sick. But absolutely well played, Chicken Man. Any final words of closing, as we call it on this Goblin Cluckfest Tokyo Drift?
No, thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out. It was a pleasure casting with you, Mr. Poptosis, once again. And I look forward to the next Goblin Cluckfest, which will, of course, not have a number as we have promised.
No numbers.
None of them will ever have numbers ever again.
Never again. Unless
they do.
Unless they do.
True. That's true. Good call.